I'm Pastor Jason, and this is the Baptist Catechism. Today's question number 43, asks, what shall be done to the wicked at death? We've already discussed about what's going to happen to the righteous, but what happens to the wicked people when they pass away? The answer to that question is this: the souls of the wicked shall at death be cast into the torments of hell, and their bodies lie in the grave till the resurrection and the judgment of the great day. Not as good of an ending to their story as those who are righteous, but we understand that those who choose wickedness, they choose that path in rejection to God, and there is a result that comes with that. Luke chapter 16, verse 22 through 24, this is in the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. This, it came about when the beggar died, he was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeing Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. Many of the stories that Jesus told were simply parables, but this was the only one where he actually named somebody, so this is thought to be a true story. Jesus is declaring in this teaching that those who were wicked, when they die, they do go to the place of the dead, into the portion known as hell, where it is a place of torment. Hell is not the final end for those who are wicked and dead. We'll look at that later, but these people will die and they will go to a place of torment. Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. This is Michael the archangel telling this to Daniel. He tells this to him, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall wake, some to everlasting life, some of them to shame and to everlasting contempt. So as Daniel was being told the interpretation of the prophecies and visions that he'd been given, Daniel was told that he would die and that he would go to a place of rest. But there, the wicked would go to a place of no rest at all. There would be no rest. And they would come and they would be awakened at the very end to a place of shame and everlasting contempt. It would not be a fun place for them. John chapter 5, verse 29 tells us, 28, marvel not, for the hour is coming in which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice, and shall come forth, they that have done good to the resurrection of life, they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. And so our bodies rest in the graves. There's coming a point, there's a resurrection. The righteous will be raised to life. Those who have been evil, they will be resurrected to a resurrection of damnation. Again, not a very fun place. Revelations chapter 20, verses 11 through 15 tells us, and I saw a great white throne and him that sat upon it, from whose face the earth and heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God. Books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. The sea gave up the dead which was in it. Death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. Whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So we see in this intermittent period of time that there are some places that people can end up after they die. They can go to a place of death. They can go to a place of hell. The graves give up their bodies. The sea gives up the bodies. All of these are raised to life again. They're raised in the resurrection. And then there is a day of judgment that is coming to all men, where there will be some who will be cast into the lake of fire because of their rejection of God. What shall be done to the wicked at death? The answer: the souls of the wicked shall at death be cast into the torments of hell, and their bodies lie in the grave until the resurrection and judgment of the great day.